Pterophobia is the fear of cheese. Some people can feel anxious for smelling, seeing, tasting, or even thinking about cheese. The Neanderthal's brain was 10% bigger than ours, the Homo sapiens, but they were not as intellectual as us. This is because their brains were more devoted to vision, where more of ours is devoted for reasoning, decision-making, and social interaction. The Intempo skyscraper in Spain has 47 floors but no elevators. At the same time, this is the tallest building without elevators. Dolphins don't drink, as seawater makes them ill or could even potentially kill them. Instead, they get all their liquids from the food that they eat. Antarctica experiences 24 hours of sunlight in the summer and 24 hours of darkness during the winter. Earth's core is as hot as the surface of the sun. New research showed the Earth's inner core is around 6,000 degrees Celsius, which is hot as the sun's surface. The highest scoring soccer game in history was 149-0 between two teams in Madagascar in 2002. The average person spends 6 months of their life sitting at red lights waiting for them to turn green. Wind actually doesn't make any sounds until it passes through or comes into contact with an object. A snail can sleep for 3 years. Snails need moisture to survive, so if the weather is not cooperating, they can actually sleep for up to 3 years. There's a small township in India called Auraville. In this town, they have no money or religion, and they live entirely in peace. In this town, people believe in the service of truth beyond any religious principles. There's a temple at the center of the town called Matrimandir, which doesn't belong to any specific religion or sect. More than 90% of your serotonin, the neurotransmitter that contributes to the feelings of well-being and happiness, is produced in the digestive tract. In 1866, in the last battle Liechtenstein ever participated in, they sent out an army of 80 men for the Austro-Prussian War. They came back with 81 men. They had no casualties and picked up an extra soldier along the way. The 1666 Great Fire of London burned for 5 days and destroyed almost 90% of London's homes, but it only killed 8 people. Tokyo was once called Edo. Tokyo began life as a village known as Edo. In 1868, when Shogunate period came to an end, which lasted for almost 700 years, the new emperor Meiji moved his residence there. Cows have best friends and can be stressed when separated by them. Research from the University of Northampton has highlighted the human-like relationships among cows. The research found that cows have selective friendships and experience significantly less stress when they're hanging out with their mates. There's a spot in the United States called the Four Corners, and in this spot, you can stand in 4 different states at once. It's the spot where Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, and Colorado meet. Beetles are the most common type of insect eaten by humans. A blue moon in which the moon appears blue and full only appears once in 2.7 years. According to scientists, the weight of the average cloud is the same as 100 elephants. In other words, the water droplets and ice crystals make an average weight of around 550 tons. The Okinawa Island in Japan has over 400 people living above the age of 100 and is known as the healthiest place on Earth. With only 6 commissioned ships and displacement well under 10,000 tons, the Estonian Navy is one of the smallest navies in the world. China is home to half of the pig population on Earth. China is the leading pork producer worldwide, producing about 55 million metric tons of pork each year. There's a flower called chocolate cosmos that smells like chocolate but isn't edible. If you wrote out every number in English, 1, 2, 3, etc., you wouldn't use the letter B until you reached 1 billion.